No start. We got it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And welcome to Connected Warriors Yoga, sponsored by the West Palm, VA. This is a chair yoga class, and it's an entire class will be spent in the chair. The props that I recommend you use, if you have them, would be a strap, a belt. You could use a belt, a towel, anything that will allow you to reach out and stretch a little bit. A block if you need to bring the mat up to you, up to your feet or your hands. A pillow if you like to rest on your pillow on your lap. And last of all, water to hydrate. With that in mind, let's come to a comfortable seated position, walking your sitting bones halfway to the center, halfway or to the center of your chair. Press your sitting bones down, or the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, roll your shoulders back, and focus on your breath. Eyes open, eyes closed, your choice. Inhaling through your nose to the count of 4 or more, again, your choice. And exhaling to the same count, whatever that may be. Your hands are on your laps or alongside your hips, whatever is most comfortable for you. Maybe you want to set an intention for today's practice. Perfectly up to you. As you inhale, notice that your belly, ribs, and chest will rise. And then as you exhale, just notice that they slowly deflate. Just allow it to happen. It's part of the natural process. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest will expand. Exhale, and they deflate. Continue to focus on your breath. With your next inhale, if your eyes were closed, slowly begin to open your eyes. And at the same time, bring your gaze on up to the ceiling. Press down with your sitting bones into your chair. On the exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Nice opening in the back of your neck there. Just notice it. Be curious as you lift, you inhale and lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. See where the stretch takes place in your body. Is it all along the front of your abdominal area, your chest, or just your chin, your neck? Exhale and bring your chin to your chest. Next inhale, come back to neutral. With your next inhale, press your feet into the mat, your sitting bones into your seat, and extend both arms straight up towards the ceiling. Gaze up, following your hands. And then on the exhale, turn your palms away from each other and float your hands down alongside your hips. When you finish your exhale, your hands will arrive at your hips. Spine is straight. Inhale, back up. Bringing your gaze up. And when you finish, bringing your hands up, you finish with your inhale. Exhale, float the hands down. One more time. Nice and slowly. With the next inhale, raise the hands all the way up. All the way up. Reach up, press down with your sitting bones, and use your toes to grab the mat now. Exhale, we're going to release our hands down to our knees, preparing for cat-cow. On the inhale, we're going to gaze up, draw our chest forward, use our fingers as claws against our knees as we draw our chest forward and our shoulders back. Exhale, straightening out our arms, bringing our belly button to spine, our chin to our chest. And we notice that we round our back. Inhale for cow pose. Draw your chest forward, your shoulders, shoulder blades together. Your gaze up at the ceiling. Nice stretch in the front of the body. Exhale into your cat pose. Straighten your arms, belly button to spine, chin to chest. Really open up that spine. Open up your scapular in the back. Inhale back to neutral. Take a breath here. Moving into extended staff pose, reaching those arms all the way up. Reach up. Now take an extra gulp of air. See if you can extend, bring your ribs up, your lungs up as you reach higher. Exhale, your right hand down, locking it into the chair. Use your right hand to grasp or anchor into your chair and bring that left hand over to the right side, looking up at the inner crease of your left elbow. And just breathe here. Press both sitting bones down in the chair. We want to be securely anchored into your chair. Press into your feet on the mat. Inhale and bring that right hand up to meet the left. Reach up with that extra gulp of air, bringing your ribs higher, your lungs higher. See if you can bring your hands higher at the same time. Exhale the left hand down, anchoring it in alongside your hip onto the chair. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinge over to the left side, bringing the right hand over to the left side. Look at the inner crease of your right elbow. Again, press into both sitting bones and root down with your feet. Do not want to lose our balance. We do not want to lose any balance. Reach over. Inhale. Bring that left hand up to meet the right. We're going to move into a twist. So we're going to place the left hand on an exhale. Place your left hand on your right knee. Your right hand goes behind your back, grabbing onto the chair or grabbing onto your ribs, whichever is most comfortable for you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. You want real length in your spine. Haven't started the twist yet. On the next exhale, twist, looking out over your right shoulder. And just breathe here. Work with your breath. Allow your breath to move you deeper in the pose if you would like. So you inhale and relax. You exhale, maybe you move a little deeper in the pose. Just breathe into it, work with that breath. The next inhale, bring your gaze and only your gaze over your left shoulder. So we cross the midline here. We got a lot of twisting going on. Inhale, press down with your sitting bones. On the next exhale, we're going to unwind out of the pose. Inhale our hands back up towards the ceiling. Reaching up, see if you can take that extra gulp of air and lift those ribs a little bit higher. Purely optional. Exhale, the right hand to the left knee, and the left hand goes behind the back. Inhale, straighten your spine, draw the crown of your head up towards that ceiling. And exhale, twist now, looking out over your left shoulder. Just breathe here. Work with your breath. On the inhale, you let go and soften. And then you exhale, maybe you move a little bit deeper. Your choice. Just breathe into it. Nice twist. We're really working on the organs behind those ribs. With your next inhale, just bring your gaze and only your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep pressing into your sitting bones. Inhale, relax. Exhale, see if there's a little more room in that twist. With the next inhale, let's unwind out of the pose, hands up towards the ceiling. Press into your sitting bones. And exhale, turn your hands away from each other. Float your hands down alongside your hips. And let's roll those shoulders. You feel it also in your back as you're rolling your shoulders in one direction. Now roll them in the opposite direction. Beautiful. Come to stillness. Excuse me. Extend both arms straight out in front of you. We're going to work on your shoulders. So the palms are facing each other. Place your right elbow on top of your left and bend your left elbow. Inhale and see if you can raise that left elbow a little bit higher. Pressing down with your sitting bones, keeping that spine straight. Your next exhale, we're just going to twist over to the left. See where you go. Press down on both sitting bones and root down with both feet. Keep the entire body engaged if it's available to you. Breathe into it. Work with your breath as you inhale, you relax, let go, soften, and then you exhale. Maybe you find a little more room. Working those shoulders. So you can lift your left elbow up a little bit higher. Purely optional. Inhale, we're coming back to center. Unwinding, leaving our arms straight out, parallel with the mat. Palms facing each other. Pull your shoulder blades back. Next, inhale. Place your left elbow on top of your right. Bend your right elbow. See if you can raise that right elbow a little higher. Next, exhale. Twist over to your right side. Press into both sitting bones and root down with those feet. We do not want to lose our balance. Next exhale, just see if you can move a little deeper into the pose. Look out over your left hand. Continue to engage the entire body by pressing down into your feet and your sitting bones, drawing the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, And see if you can raise that right elbow just an inch or so. Inhale, unwind, bring your both arms back out parallel, relax, shake those shoulders out again. And then shake them back. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the ceiling, reaching up. On the exhale, fold forward. As you get halfway down, pause. Reach out with those hands and press your sitting bones back. Your back is straight. Press the sitting bones back. You're still gazing at your hands. Now, on the next exhale, allow your hands to come down wherever they may. Be that at the mat, a block, your shins, whatever it is, your knees. Just allow that to happen. Press your sitting bones back. Now bring your chin to your chest, if that's available to you. Deep breaths. Use your breath to lubricate and irrigate your body. Inhale, coming out of this pose. Nice and slowly. Bring your hands to your shins now. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your elbows back by your hips. You're in half lift. And breathe here. Inhale, come all the way up to a full seated staff pose. With the next inhale, extend that left leg out. So you're pressing into the left heel. See if you can, if it's available to now. It's not available to me, so this is fine. Your left heel is pressing into the mat. The right foot is grounded into the mat, rooting down with the right foot. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, we're moving down, folding over, coming to halfway, and then reaching out a little deeper, pressing the sitting bones back. Press those sitting bones all the way back. On the next exhale, see if you can bring your hands down toward your toes, your shin, or your knee, whatever's available to you. And just breathe here. You're holding on to your toes, your shin, or your knee. Extend, release, hold on to your toes, your shin, or your knee with your left hand. Extend your right hand on up towards the ceiling and look up at your right hand. Breathe here. Next inhale, bring that right hand back down to the left. And slowly, very slowly coming back to your seated staff pose, drawing your left heel in. Hands are on your knees or alongside your hips. Breathe. Next inhale, extend the right heel straight out in front of you, pressing into the right heel, rooting down with your left foot and your sitting bones. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reaching up, looking up at the same time, pressing down, finding real length in your spine. Exhale, with reaching forward, folding over, coming halfway down. Reach out a little deeper, press into those sitting bones, get real length in that spine. Exhale, bring your hands down towards your toes, your shin, or your knee, wherever that is for you. There's no judgment. This is yoga. And breathe here. So you're holding on to your toes, your shin, or your knee, and bringing your chin to your chest, moving a little deeper into the pose. With your next inhale, hold on to your, whatever you're holding on to with your right hand, and extend your left hand on up to the ceiling, looking up at your left hand. Breathe here. Next exhale, bring that left hand down to wherever your right hand is and slowly come out of the pose, coming back to a seated staff pose, bringing that right foot back down onto the mat. With your next inhale, the left knee or left foot comes 3 inches off the mat. Just lift it slowly off the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, your right foot off the mat, 3 inches off the mat. Just hold your foot 3 inches off the mat. Continue to press down on your sitting bones. And exhale, release your right foot down onto the mat. Okay, bye. Yeah, enough. Go ahead. All right. With your next, excuse me, inhale, I want you to raise that left knee up as high as possible for you. Place your hands around that knee and bring that knee a little closer to your chest. Just breathe into it. Spine is straight, the crown of your head being drawn up towards the ceiling. Lifting those ribs with the inhale. Just making room for more inhale. And if that's going well, just allow yourself to go deeper into your inhales. Feel your chest expand, your ribs expand. All right, the next exhale, place that left ankle on top of the right knee or on top of your right ankle, whatever's available to you. You're holding on to your, if your ankle's on top of your knee, you're holding on to the left foot with your right hand, and the left hand holds on to the left knee. Wherever you are, just go for a length in your spine as you draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, allow your chest to come down towards your shin. It doesn't always make it towards the shin. Wherever it is fine. No judgment here. Just accept whatever it is. Work with your breath. Each inhale, each exhale moves you deeper into the pose. Each inhale, you just back off. You're experimenting with it. Press those sitting bones down. Inhale and lift out of the pose. But this time, extend your left knee on top of your right knee. And come up to a seated staff pose. Both hands around your left knee. Exhale and fold over, bringing your chest on top of your left knee if it's available to you. Breathe into it, nice and easy. In any case, do not challenge your balance. Breathe into it. You're rooting down with the right foot. Maybe you go a little bit deeper with the next exhale. You're experimenting. Inhale up. Release your head, the grip you had on your knee. Release that left leg, the left foot back down to the mat. Inhale and raise the right knee up towards the chest. Place your hands around the right knee and draw the right knee up closer to your chest. Inhale, press your sitting bones down, find length in your spine. With your next exhale, place your right ankle on top of your left ankle or on top of your left knee. We're moving into the pigeon pose on the opposite side. Again, you're holding your right foot with your left hand and your right knee with your right hand. Let's find length in our spine in this position. Opening up the hips. We hold so much tension in those hips. It needs a lot more opening than just this. So we're going to move deeper into the pose if it's available to you. If you would like to do it, to your choice. Inhale and press down on those sitting bones. And the exhale, bring your chin toward your shin, your chest towards that shin, whatever's available to you. Just play with it, experiment, accept where you are. There's no judgment here in the yoga. I don't give out any trophies. Press into your sitting bones. Breathe into this. Breathe into the pose. Breathe into it. Each inhale, you relax. Each exhale may bring you deeper into the pose. Feel those hips. Releasing that tension. Let it fly away tension. Inhale, raising up, and then allowing your right knee to cross over your left knee. Both hands on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, bring your chin towards your right knee, your chest on top of your right knee. Breathe into it. Press into your sitting bones though, and really root down with that left foot. We want to maintain our balance. Work with your breath. When you are ready, we'll come out of the pose. Coming back, unwinding, bringing the right foot back down. We're going to take a little break here. You would like to use your pillow as we move into a resting pose. Bringing our chest down on top of our lap, making a pillow with our arms. And just relaxing here for 4 good breaths. If you want to take a drink of water, whatever, it's your options. Coming out of the pose, return to a seated staff pose. We're going to take hold of our strap or belt, whatever it is, place it on your left shoulder. Adjust in your seat, make sure you're at the midpoint on your seat. Your back is away from the back of the chair. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Reaching up on the exhale, bend the left elbow. Reach over with the right hand and grab onto your left elbow. And bring that left elbow deeper into the pose, walking your fingers down your back, grabbing onto the strap on your left shoulder. Just breathe here. If it's available to you, and if you would like, just hinge over to the right. Get a little stretch here on the left side of your body. Breathe into it. Make sure you're pressing into both sitting bones. Inhale up, release the grip you have on your elbow with your right hand and bring that right hand behind your back. Grabbing onto the strap. Oops, where's that strap? There it is. And walk your fingers up the strap. Breathe into it. Press into your sitting bones. And you inhale, you're finding length in your spine. Exhale, we're bringing that left elbow down towards your right knee. If it's available to you, only if it's available. Everything is optional here. Just move slowly into the pose. Your feet are directly underneath your knees and your toes are grabbing the mat now, like monkey toes. Inhale, coming out of the pose, coming back up, then releasing both hands and placing the strap on your right shoulder. From a seated staff pose, inhale, extend both arms all the way up, reaching up, pressing down with their sitting bones. Exhale and bend your right elbow. Reach over with your left hand, grabbing onto the right elbow. The right hand has grabbed the strap that was on your right shoulder. Draw that right shoulder up into the pose towards the ceiling using your left hand. You have good length here. Now, pressing into both sitting bones, hinge over to your left side so we get a nice stretch along the right side of the body. Just breathe into it. Inhale back to center. And exhale, take that left hand off the right elbow, swing it behind your back, grab onto the strap, walk your fingers up the strap. Now you're holding the strap with both hands. Press down with your sitting bones. On the exhale, bring your right elbow down towards your left knee. We get a little twist here. We get a little crunch at the same time in the front of the body. You're bringing your belly button to spine. Getting a nice expanding of the ribs, expanding of your spine. Inhale, coming out of the pose. Nice and slowly coming up, releasing the strap, placing the strap on your knees. We're going to shake those shoulders out a little bit more. Roll those elbows and then roll them in the opposite direction. Come to stillness. Grab onto the strap, holding the strap with both hands. Bring your arms parallel in front of your face, directly in line with your shoulders, parallel with the mat. You're holding the strap with both fists. Isometrically, if it's available, put the pressure on your fist to draw your fists away from each other. Press down with your sitting bones. We're engaging the entire body as you root down with your feet at the same time. Now, use your toes to grab into the mat like monkey toes and draw your heels back toward your hips isometrically. Press down on those sitting bones. Next, exhale. Bring twist over to your left side. Using that left hand, the left grip to draw you deeper into the pose as your right hand resists going into the pose. Work with your breath here. Continue to press down into the mat with the feet. Inhale, coming back to center. Straighten your spine. Crown your head up towards the ceiling. Exhale over to the right, using the same concept. The right hand pulls you deeper into the pose, the right fist, and the left fist resists. So we have some isometrics working here. Keep that spine straight. Inhale, coming back to center. Now, go for a little distance, a little beyond shoulder width, still with the pressure between the fists. Inhale your hands all the way up to over your head. Reach up, up, up. Exhale, hinge to your right, using the right hand to draw you deeper into the pose, the left hand or the left fist raising up towards the ceiling. Resistance here. Breathe into it. Inhale up to center. Adjust your sitting bones. Make sure you're got good balance here. Exhale over to the opposite side. Again, you're using the resistance between the fists. Right hand is punching up towards the ceiling. Left hand is drawing you down towards your mat. Good stretch along the right side of the body. Nice and secure as we check our sitting bones. Inhale back up to center. Now extend a little bit more on your strap. Whatever it takes. See if that might have to go. A nice long strap. Bring your arms behind your head, or the strap behind your head, if that's available to you. Otherwise, just keep it straight over your head or wherever is comfortable for you. Here we are opening our chest now. We're drawing our shoulder blades closer together at the same time. If it's available, drop that strap a little lower, really opening up the chest. Just breathe into it. Inhale back up to center. Release the strap. Take a break. Shake those shoulders out. That's great. And shake them in the opposite direction. Come to stillness. We'll move into some warrior poses. So if this is available to you, turn to the right side of your chair. So your right foot is anchored into the mat. Your left leg is going to be extended behind you on the left side. We're going to move into our warrior poses. So press down on your sitting bones. Now, if you're just pressing into the ball of the left foot, that's fine. If you can extend that left foot back onto the ball of the left foot, or if you can turn to the instep, whatever's available to you. Inhale, extend your arms up. Another option is to use your right hand to anchor into the chair. Whatever is available for you, it's your practice. The thing is, make sure you're safe. I don't want anybody falling out of their chairs. So if you're holding on to the chair, extend that left arm all the way up. And we're in Warrior One. Breathe here. With your next inhale, allow your hands to come out to a T. Adjust your seat a little bit, and maybe you're able to bring that instep of the left foot down towards the mat. And we're in Warrior Two. Just breathe here. Again, if you have to, or if you want to, just use that left hand to hold on to your chair so you secure your balance. whatever is necessary for you, to your practice. You're still getting the benefits of the pose. Reaching forward with your right hand. Flip that right hand and now bring it on up towards the ceiling as we reverse our warrior. Reach up to the ceiling. Use that left hand to hold on to the chair, or bring that left hand down alongside your left hip or left knee, whatever is available to you. Reach up with your right hand. Come back, buddy. Over there, over there. All right, coming out of the pose on the next inhale, we're going to readjust and prepare to go over to the opposite side. So the left hip, yeah, he's fine. Left hip comes on the chair. The left foot, toes pointing out to the opposite side of your, well, to the left side of your mat. The right foot goes back. You're on the ball of the right foot, or if you can do a little better job of straightening that right leg, doesn't matter. Left hand can be used to anchor into the chair as we move into our warrior one. Inhale, extend both arms up towards the ceiling and looking at your hands. We are in warrior one. Just breathe here. As you exhale, you just relax. Then inhale and reach deeper into the pose, whether it's with your right hand or both hands. Does not matter. Breathe into it. Next exhale, we're going to release out of the pose, adjust our right foot. So we move into our warrior two. Bring our arms out to a T. Now again, you can anchor into your chair with your right hand. Your chest, your hips are facing the front of your mat. You're looking out over your left hand. That right hand can anchor you into the chair, or it can be extended as you bring both hands, both arms out to a T. Flip that left hand so it's facing the ceiling, and then bring your right hand down alongside your right thigh, your right knee, your right shin, whatever, and raise your left hand up towards the ceiling and look up at your left hand. Get a good stretch in the left side of the body. Stay secure in your chair. Press down on your sitting bones and root down with both feet. Reaching up, getting length in both directions. And breathe here. Next inhale, we're going to release out of the pose, coming back to a seated staff pose. We're going to move into some cat-cows, and then we'll take a little break. So from a seated staff pose, place your hands on your knees, using your fingers as claws. Inhale, draw your chest forward, your belly forward, gaze up at your ceiling, press down on your sitting bones, and sway back for cow pose. On the exhale, moving into cat pose. Straighten your arms as you press the heels of your hands into your knees. Draw your belly button to spine and your chin to your chest. You're rounding your back. Breathe into it. Press into your feet. Root down with your feet. Inhale to your cow pose. Using those fingers as claws, your chest, your ribs and your belly are expanding. Your gaze is up at the ceiling, a nice round back. Exhale into your cat pose. Straightening your arms, bringing your belly button to spine, your chin to your chest. Nice round back. Really open up the intercostal muscles. Inhale, come back to center. Let's relax. Take a little break. If you want to drink of water. If you want to rest your chest on top of a pillow on your lap, we're going to take 4 good breaths here. All right. Coming back to your seated staff pose. Grab hold of your strap and place the strap on the ball of your left foot. Inhale and extend that left leg straight, toes pointed back towards your shoulders. Left leg, left toes pointed back towards your shoulders. You're holding on to the strap with both hands. Important thing here is your leg is straight. Just breathe here. Maybe you want to walk your fingers up a little bit on the strap to increase the tension, but not necessary. Just breathe here. Get a good stretch in your left calf. Now, place the strap in your left hand, both straps in your left hand. Your right arm goes out to a T, and your left leg goes out to a T. You're holding on to the strap with the left hand, toes pointed back towards your shoulders. Feel a nice little stretch in the calf. Now we're opening the hips, releasing more tension that we've been holding. Just breathe here. With your next inhale, if it's available to you, see if you can lift that left leg, maybe an inch or a half an inch. Maybe you can't, doesn't matter. Just try. Experiment with it. It's your practice. Inhale and bring that left leg back. Grab the strap with both hands. Exhale. Next inhale, just see if you create a little extra room as you try and lift that left leg a little bit higher. Keep the left leg straight. Exhale, release that left leg. Bring the left foot down and place the strap on the ball of the right foot. Straight spine, inhale, extend the right leg straight out in front of you, toes pointed back towards your face. You're holding the strap with both hands. See if you can raise that right leg just a tiny bit higher. It's purely an option. Keep the toes pointed back towards your shoulders. So keep the right leg straight. Keep pressing into your sitting bones at the same time. Now, place the strap in your right hand. The left arm goes out to a T, right leg goes out to a T. Keep the right leg straight. Doesn't matter how far out it goes. Look out over your left hand. With the inhale, see if you can raise the right leg just a tiny bit higher. It's your practice. Whatever you do is up to you. There's no pressure here. Inhale, bring that right leg back in. Grab the strap with both hands and see if you can lift that right leg just a half inch or a quarter of an inch higher. Keep your right leg straight and keep the toes pointed back toward your shoulders. Exhale, let's release that right foot back down to the mat. Take the strap, place it on the side. And we'll take a little boat ride. So make sure we're in the center of our chair. Shoulders are back, spine is straight. Inhale, extend both arms out in front of you. Breathe here. Keep the spine straight and draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Next inhale, raise your left leg straight out in front of you. Now this might be your boat, pressing down into the, or rooting down with your right foot. And you're pressing down with both sitting bones. If it's available to you and you'd like the challenge, raise that right, straighten that right leg. And we got both feet up, both arms extended, and we're in boat pose. Breathe into it. Exhale, come out of the pose. Great job. Separate your knees, bring your feet to the side edges of the mat. Inhale, extend your arms all the way up to the ceiling. And now make a grip with your hands, place them behind your head. Draw those elbows back, press into your sitting bones, root down with your feet. On the next exhale, bring your right elbow down towards your left knee. See if you can make that work. Nice little crunch. Stretch for the back. See if you can lift that left elbow up towards the ceiling a little higher. Inhale, coming out, coming back to straight spine. Exhale. Inhale, press into your sitting bones. And exhale this time, bringing that left elbow down to the right knee. Nice little twist. Wherever you are is fine. Raise that right elbow a little higher if it's available to you. Inhale, coming out of the pose. Keep the clasp with your hands. And breathe here. Your next inhale, I want you to raise your left knee and bring your right elbow down towards your left knee. Working on your balance here. If that's not available to you, keep that left foot down and bring your right elbow down towards your left knee. Whatever portion thereof, doesn't matter. There are plenty of options here in this game of yoga. Inhale, coming back to a straight spine. And breathe here. Your next exhale, raise your right knee or your right foot off the mat, drawing that right knee towards your chest, your left elbow towards your right knee, and bringing that right elbow up towards the sky, to the ceiling. Inhale, release both feet back down to the mat. Release your hands. Come back to a seated staff pose. Inhale, your arms up to cactus arms. Draw those elbows back. With the next inhale, twist, bringing the right arm, or twist over to the right. Look out over your right hand. Inhale back to center. Press down on your sitting bones. Exhale, twist over to the left. Keep the cactus arms up. Hopefully you've spread your fingers wide. Press down on both sitting bones. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring both arms straight out in front of you with stop signs. So your palms are facing the front of the mat. Now, on the next exhale, bring your palms down so that they're facing back toward your chest. Now rotate those wrists in one direction. And then rotate them in another direction. Stop. Come back to a seated staff pose. Inhale your right leg straight out in front of you and rotate that right ankle in one direction. And now rotate it in the opposite direction. Pause and bring your right foot in. Exhale your left leg straight out in front of you and rotate your left foot in one direction. Pause and go in the opposite direction. Continue to press down on your sitting bones and draw the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and your shoulders away from your ears. Pause. Bring your left foot back down to the mat. All right. I think we're going to move into our final resting pose. So whatever's available to you, if you would like to sit in your chair, bring your sitting bones back towards the back of your chair and rest your back on the chair. If it's available to you to lie on your mat with your hands alongside your hips at a 45-degree angle, palms facing up. Work your shoulders so they're nice and comfortable. Head is resting on the mat. Wherever you are, eyes open, eyes closed, it's your choice. Focusing on your breath. Just draw your attention to your breath and allow it to flow softly and quietly, watching it without trying to change it. Just visualize your breath as it flows through your nose, into your throat and down your lungs. Just as easily as it flows into your body, just watch it as it flows out of your nose, up from your lungs and through your throat. Just allow your mind to become completely involved, absorbed in the flowing of your breath. When your mind starts to wander away, just gently bring it back to focusing on your breath. It inevitably will wander away. Just bring it back. Stay with your breath. Keep coming back to your breath. Being at one with your breath. Slowly we'll begin to wake ourselves up by wiggling our fingers and wiggling our toes. If you're lying on the mat, bring your knees on up to your chest and rock side to side. You may want to stay lying on your mat, or you can work your way up to a comfortable seated position. But I want to thank you all for allowing me to guide you through this practice. It's always an honor and a pleasure, which I truly treasure. And as we bring our hands together at heart center, the light in me sees and acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. And when we bring that light together, we produce peace and harmony throughout the universe. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome, Barbara.
Beautiful done. Thank you so much, Jim.